Hello, my friends. It is finally time. I have returned to the channel to record again since the dev diary a few months back and my last campaign episode of Gondor, which I looked, and it was 10 months ago. I was certainly burned out at the time, but I am finally back and ready to play some Divide and Conquer version 6. Now, it still says version 5 up here. That hasn't been updated for the beta, and I do want to preface this that version 6 is not currently out. It is still in development, but I will be playing a fully revamped faction, and that is the Kingdom of Dale. So why dilly-dally on the screen here? Let's just get right into it. And welcome to the campaign map. Now, the Welcome to Divide and Conquer text box that you're seeing here, I believe has not been updated yet for version 6, so there might be some updates, especially because Medieval 2 Divide and Conquer version 6 now includes the Engine Overhaul Project, or EOP as I will be referring to it as. And so with that are many useful changes, such as one of them, like this, the bodyguard units, which have a hard code replenishment number of 77. That is no longer the case with the EOP. Bodyguards will go back to their default size, so if you have a unit of I think one of Dol Amroth's generals, their leader Adrahil, has Talon Knights, and I believe those are around 121 men or so. If he should fall most of his knights in battle, he will return to 121 men, or whatever number. It's arbitrary right now, but I think you get the gist of that. So this will have to be changed at some point before the mod fully releases. Kingdom of Dale. Now, I believe this has not been updated yet for version 6 of Dale. This will need to be rewritten. In fact, yeah, this message is outdated and will be overhauled. To begin the script, you must retake Lake Town. So you guys can go through this if you'd like. I'll scroll through it slowly. You probably know who Dale is if you've watched The Hobbit or been playing Divide and Conquer or Third Age Total War for a long time. Dale is Dale. However, Dale is no longer the same faction it was, which was basically essentially, Dale was untouched in Divide and Conquer, outside of, maybe a couple of units here or there, and of course the buildings and general Divide and Conquer updates that happened after Third Age Total War. But basically, Dale's roster was the same roster that they had in Third Age Total War version 3.2, which I do know that mod is currently actually being updated. They have a version 4. I forget the gentleman that is working on the mod, but there's some good stuff that I've been seeing from that. Dale has a fully revamped roster now. They have a new scripts, new units, new visuals. You might have noticed I only start with Dale, so I do not have Esgaroth. I do not have the little settlement over here, Grasgard, and I believe you would also have one of the Burr settlements, Burr Kalpis, maybe it was, or whatever one was down here. Maybe it was Burr Marlinge. You'd have your prince in a fort over here, and then you could go expand down the river. That is no longer the case. You now just start with Dale. So looking at the messages here, the first one is the allegiance of old. In the days of old, King Bard of Dale made lasting alliances with King Dane of Erebor and King Thranduil of Mirkwood. Today we still stand together as a force of power in the north. However, battles with the Easterlings and the destruction wrought by Smaug have sent us to near economic ruin. Now, all-out war with Mordor and Rhûn seems inevitable, and we do not have the power to hold on our own. As such, we sent messengers to our old allies requesting their aid, and they have answered. Both messengers speak of peace and friendship with Dale, and have spoken of their lord's promise to supply aid to Dale, as long as we maintain the alliances already in place. This may not be that simple because there is only a fragile truce between the dwarves and elves, and this could flare into war, forcing us to choose a side. For now, however, as long as we maintain our own peace with these nations, then hardy battalions of dwarven warriors will join with keen-sighted woodland rangers in the great town hall of Dale. Although the supply of troops will come in slowly, it will at least come. Now, just as we did in an age-long past, our three great nations will stand as one against the oncoming tide. So this is the same kind of script that Dale always had. Essentially, if you keep an alliance with the dwarves and an alliance with the Woodland Realm here, then in your meeting hall, your town hall chain, you will have access to their units. Now, I think you actually have to upgrade it now. If I go to town hall, let's check the Great Hall. Here we go. So at the tier 2 Great Hall, you'll have Erebor Infantry and Woodland Wardens, which I believe it was changed. So before it was the woodland scouts, you'd have the archer, but now you actually get the javelin unit from the elves, which is pretty good. They've got a non-AP javelin with damage of 8. They're elves, so they are very nimble on the battlefield. They have a good movement speed at 115%. It says their accuracy is low, but that is low for elves, which is something like average or high for men and like amazing compared to orcs. So they still will land their javelins. And if we take that town hall to the 3rd tier, or maybe it's the 4th tier, so I think you need the royal hall for it. Yes, you will get king shields from Erebor, so a very stalwart front line of spears, and you will get woodland sentinels, so an upgraded archer unit from the elves. So very, very good units that you can get here. It is locked behind upgrades of the town hall. And apparently we have reached the Black Gate for whatever reason. Orcs of Gundabad are at war with the Anduin. They're allied with Moria, allied with Angmar, and allied with Dol Guldur. So I believe that is, if you play as Dale or any of these factions, it makes sure that the orcs are allied to everyone at the start of the game. So for your starting forces, you do have a spy positioned right next to Esgaroth. We will need to take this settlement. As you can see, Esgaroth only has walls, roads, and it's got a unique settlement here, the Ruins of Lake Town. So there is a public order bonus penalty. I guess not, you wouldn't say bonus penalty, there's a public order penalty here, up until you rebuild it, with the caveat, or the lore behind this stating that the Lake Town is still in ruins and it has been occupied by orc looters, so you must clear out Lake Town. Essentially, all the people had moved to Dale. The dwarves have helped you rebuild it, and now the first step is to retake Lake Town and rebuild it. In our fort here, we do have Prince Brand, the classic Prince of Dale. We have King Bane. Prince Brand has a new unit as his bodyguard. He has the Bell Tower Guard. They're very similar to the Hearth Guard. I do mind that stats you see are subject to change. They may be balanced in different ways. He does have armor-piercing missiles, so just like the Black Arrows of Dale, he has stakes. They are a spear and shield unit, so very, very hardy unit here. 10 melee attack, 7 missile, 27 defense. An incredibly, incredibly strong bodyguard. Definitely going to be the anchor point of many campaigns as Dale. In his fort, he's got some Northmen scouts. This is a armor-piercing cav unit, so they've got maces. They are relatively slow. They are essentially on sumpter horses, a little better than a pony. They're not that great, but they are effective against armor, and they have a high charge, so they are really strong. Honestly, giving a cav unit AP is really good, especially for a militia tier. Granted, these ones do have 1 experience, so their default attack stat would be 5. Ardelian Longbowmen are still here, just with new visuals. I'd say more or less these are the exact same Longbowmen that you've known and been accustomed to. 4 melee, 4 missile, weak charge, 6 defense. Just coming in with a visual overhaul now. In the city of Dale, King Bane has the standard bodyguard, which is the Royal Guardsmen. So these guys also have spear and shield. Very high melee attack here at 14, 7 missile attack, 31 total defense. Kind of like an upgrade of the Bell Tower Guard, but into a smaller retinue here. So the men are a little bit more adept at combat. They are effective against armor with missiles, which is really strong. My plan is to probably keep King Bane in Dale for now. I don't know if I plan to actually take him out. We have Northman Militia. This is, I believe the Northman Militia before were like armor-piercing axe units for Dale, if I remember correctly. Now they've kind of been brought into line to that standard kind of spear and shield early-tier militia unit. Without the experience, they have a default attack of 3 and a defense of 6, so not too bad there for your, cheap peasant unit. Northman Archers, I believe these guys are outside of the visual, the same as they've been. 3-3-2 for their offensive stats. Poor accuracy. Actually, abysmal accuracy. It's terrible. It's really bad. And then we have the Athala Rangers, who outside of a visual overhaul are pretty much the same. And then in the fort here, we have Halward. Halward has the standard General's Bodyguard. We've got Northern Militia, and 2 units of Dalian Swordsmen, who should be the exact same stat-wise, but with the new visuals. So, one thing I forgot to do before starting this campaign was change my camera controls. So, I'm going to do a quick cut here while I fix that. Alright, and we are back. Since I just updated the beta in the game, I was stuck to my arrow keys moving the camera, which I do not like. I am a WASD gamer, so we are back to that. So, yes, very first step here as Dale is I'm going to take Prince Brand, and I am going to take some of his troops here, probably these 2 longbowmen. And we are going to begin the siege of Esgaroth. And I'll likely get a Ravanian Spearman, or maybe even the Ravanian Hunters. They're actually really cheap and much better here. We're going to siege this out, wait for the orcs to come to us, and then hopefully win this battle using these starting forces. I do kind of want the Hunters. We are going to be bleeding heavy in money, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the taxes immediately at Dale. And I need a building that gives me money. I'll probably go for the grain exchange here. Farming could be useful, but I think just getting that instant 50 gold plus the extra trade with the dwarves and then ultimately the trade with Esgaroth is going to be more beneficial for me. Things are going to be very expensive here. I will take this Athala Ranger. They will go into the fort. That'll save a little bit of money, and I'm going to have to really min-max those free upkeep slots. Now, ideally what happens here is the orcs sally out immediately,
yes, my lord.
And so I'm not just bleeding money with these troops, because what I can do is I can then put them in the forts afterwards and save some money there. I'm going to move my spy down here into the Dol Guldur regions just to get eyes on them. And I think, yeah, that should do it for this first turn. I guess I could get a diplomat. That's definitely worth getting, so we're going to grab him. Money is going to be very tight for these first few turns. Perfect. As I had hoped, they are going to sally out at Lake Town, so that means I can immediately get in here and start building up this settlement. The army's not too strong. Orc fighters are very effective on the offense. My plan is going to be to shoot them as much as possible since they don't have any protection from arrows outside of 2 armor, and then just rear charge with the Northman scouts while Prince Brand tries to hold them off as long as possible.
Muster your courage, men!
Now, for this first episode, I will just have the default Lord of the Rings music playing. For the subsequent episodes in this campaign, I will probably change that to the copyright-free music. Alright, let's drop the ram. Now, I've done this battle a few times, so I kind of know exactly how it's going to go. The AI does still struggle at leaving the gates of Lake Town, so they'll often just kind of stand around for a while, and I can get a ton of shots on them at this bridge, which is exactly what you need as Dale. We need to shoot them as much as possible. Now, for it being a ruined town, it looks pretty good to me. Lake Town looks absolutely brilliant, so we definitely want this city. It's going to be a powerhouse of a settlement. Now, longbows are already in range. They're actually outranging the Bell Tower Guard, which is interesting. All right, let's get you over there. Come on, keep running, boys. See, I think they're going to stop right around there. The Uruk Bodyguard are in range, so I'm going to move up to shoot them with the armor-piercing arrows. Yeah, let's take them out. I'll let the Dalian Longbowmen just focus on this first unit of Orc fighters. Missile attack of 4 will get a decent amount of kills here. I kind of want them to die a little faster than this, though. Here come the armor-piercing shots. Can we kill their general? That would be amazing. Yeah, they're going to kind of stagger here for a while, so I'm just going to keep shooting at them. Looks like these ones are stuck. I'm going to put the archers in defensive mode. If they do get caught in melee, they will hopefully still be able to pick a target to shoot. And look at that new armor. This is absolutely an upgrade to the previous look. Much more detailed. The team did a wonderful job there. As you can see, they're a little buggy at crossing this bridge. They will slowly make it over. But until then, I'm just going to abuse the fact that I can get 3 shots on this massive blob here. And ideally kill their general. If I can kill him, the Orc fighters will run very quickly. Look at this. They're even running away right now. That's perfect. Can I get targets on the bodyguard? Yeah, let's have everyone shoot them. I want that bodyguard dead as soon as possible. The less orcs that are in the way of my armor-piercing cav, the better at killing their general we will be. I think it's this gentleman. Yeah, it's the Shadow Guard guy right here. Already getting him down to 70 men is really good. They are probably just going to stand here and get shot at, which I am fine with. There are a lot of orcs here. Killed 14%, but they will beat my longbowmen in melee. I really need to like use this advantage. Down to 44 is great. I'm gonna keep getting them lower in numbers. Looks like the bodyguard himself has actually, or the general. Oh, geez, the camera. I need to turn on the better camera mod. He's taking some damage. He's bloody. They're now turning around, so they're not gonna get their shield value, which is really good for me. And he'll probably be the last to fall in this retinue. Yeah, as you can see, they're just mobbing up at the gates. They're having a hard time getting out of here. So not the most impressive first battle, I know. But these are the tactics I must employ in this campaign if we are to succeed. Yes, beautiful. Look at that rain of death. The orcs are so disorganized, they don't know how to cross the bridge. Oh, he is definitely running into the blob here. This is great for the archers. Since none of these guys have shield outside of the bodyguard, like all of my archers will fight as effectively as possible. Let's move up. Once they do start crossing the bridge, which they will do, I'll pull back and give myself room for the cavalry to actually get some rear charges here. Alright, let's speed it up. You guys shoot there, please. So what are we at? 28%. That's pretty good. If they don't know how to like actually disengage here. It looks like they're starting to make some progress. Let's shoot these orc hunters that are in front, please. You guys keep firing at the blob. So many of them. We've killed 44%, so they have about 800 or so, maybe 700 orcs left to fight. This is how Dale plays. Dale has a very strong missile roster. But now they have some very good infantry units as well. I'm excited to get into more of the roster changes. Now, if you did watch the developer diary we did, I did go over a lot of the roster there, and I believe we all talked about every unit that was involved. There are quite a few powerful units in Dale's roster now. Alright, I will start to pull back. Let's give them some room. I want the cavalry to be able to charge here. I'm going to do block formation so that I have less men engaged, and they can hold for a little bit longer. Come on, keep running, please. Let's see here. I don't think if I charge now, I'll actually be able to do any damage here. Come on, keep running, lads. Retreat! We shoot at them. Shoots, please. The bodyguard are getting involved. Did I see someone wavering already? No, it must have been my imagination. Okay, we've gotten out. Let's shoot at the orc bodyguard. Archers, please shoot. Come on. They might just have to fight in melee. Come on. Well, they're already almost here. Look how less of them there are. 60% were killed to arrows. That's beautiful. The general is still fighting. Yes, some of these guys got stuck back here. There we go. Now we're shooting. That's what I'm talking about. Now, as long as my general doesn't get killed here by orc hunters, we'll be okay. He's in a little bit of a dangerous spot. I'm going to try to move the bodyguard over to cover him. Those of you who watched my Dunedain campaign a long time ago will remember when I had Halbarad was killed by a single orc fighter charge. All of his hit points didn't matter. Those orcs that hit him just bypassed all of his hit points and had the perfect medieval 2 dice roll to massacre his bodyguard. Alright, we're going to activate leadership. Looks like the bodyguard is staying far back. Come on, man, shoot. We're going to bring in the Northmen scouts here to fight against these orc fighters. Hold the line, lads. They're going to get a charge off. That's fine. Here come these scouts. I need to go for their bodyguard here. First, we'll charge that. So you can see the charge is a little bit slow, but we are breaking them, which is brilliant. Exactly what I want. We're going to pull out. Let's blow the horn. Where is he? Perfect. He is being covered by his bodyguard there. He's being protected. Exactly what we want. Okay, you guys chase them. Come on, let's get a charge on that general. This should finish them off. It's a rear charge. He's unprotected. Yes, there he goes. Armor piercing cav is very, very good. So with that, I think, honestly, if I just walk into them, even if I don't get the charge, I think just being behind them should break them. Yep, that'll do it. They're broken. Ah, yes. We don't even need to chase them down. I lost 48 men. Looks like some of them were for my bodyguard, the rest for the longbowmen. Here's 400 casualties by the bell tower guard, 356 by the longbowmen, and then another 322. That is wonderful. That's probably my best performance I've ever had on this battle map. See, it is an easy battle. It can be cheesed. Realistically, I don't think you want to actually try to push the settlement with siege towers and the like. You certainly could. It's a good battle map for attacking, but this is the way. Make the orcs come out to you, trick them into thinking they can win the fight, and then take Esgaroth. We'll get no money from sacking or looting. The population's actually really bad in Esgaroth. Enemy camp sacked. Beautiful. Lake Town has been retaken. Let's see. We have reclaimed Lake Town. It is still mostly in ruins and will take some time to rebuild. Still, the merchants are very happy and have gifted you a ship. Wonderful. During the battle, a nobleman and his bodyguard were caught in an ambush while trying to free a human prisoner. The prisoner Olaf saved the noble's life and in return was allowed to serve as a personal servant and aid to the young Prince Brand at the Dalian court. We will wait one more turn, or season, for further instructions. We have a new mission. The council has elected that we should take Grasgard, and we will get a reward of 2,000 coins. Trade negotiations. Our realm is poor and Esgaroth lies in ruins. We need to make money. Either ask the dwarves or get a trade agreement with Rune. Move your diplomat to Erebor to start negotiating with the dwarves. Alternatively, get a trade agreement with Easterlings. Now, for this line, this is where your script will branch off. You can either establish trade with the Easterlings and unlock the caravan building line, or you can talk to the dwarves and get an extra dwarven enclave building line, which will give you population growth bonuses. It will give you global construction cost benefits, but only in Homeland Dale region, so it's not available everywhere, and give you access to dwarven laborers. So I will be going for the dwarven side of the script. If you do go with the Easterlings, you will get a lot of caravans that do deliver you, I believe, 5,000 gold, which can certainly help in the early game, but I wish to play this in a traditional sense. So I will be sending my diplomat to Erebor. We have our diplomat ready. Prince Brand is now the conqueror of Esgaroth. We have Admiral Bondi. Olaf gives troop morale. Prince Brand has Smaug's Scale Scabbard. Wonderful. And we've got a Statura of Dale for King Bane. That's good. A decrease to construction costs. That's always something good to have. Diplomat Signet, Influence, and Line of Sight. Perfect. So even with Esgaroth, I'm still bleeding money. Esgaroth only has 350 people in it. And with the ruins of Lake Town here, that's going to make the happiness decrease significantly. So what you want to do is you want to build the Lake Town building here, which will give you population growth and Lake Town custodians. It does cost 8,000 gold and takes 8,000 or 8 turns to make. So ideally what we'll do is get the Mason's Halls here and start to decrease the construction cost. However, I would like free upkeep, so I'm going to grab the Meeting Hall first and then follow that up with the Mason's Hall. That will allow me to put Halward in this settlement, since none of these guys are getting free upkeep at the moment. Halward can sit here and he can be a governor for free, and hopefully start getting us some money here. Now we do have a ship. Longship has 100 gold per turn. It can be used. We'll probably liberally use it to move our troops down the river here. Adamir, why don't you go ahead and get us eyes on Dogoldir? Now, I would much rather take these lands to the northeast, which are a rebel, than engage with Dogoldir. That'll be much easier for us.
My lord.
A diplomat, we will simply put him here in front of Erebor. Hello, King Dane. And we should get that bonus next turn. I could turn the taxes up here. It's not really going to do much, though, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. However, to save some money, we will have to attack this independent army. What do you have? Bandits and Vagabond Axemen. Okay, nothing too crazy there. I will send the Northman scouts up there to help out. In fact, Prince Brand will also help relieve our general over here. Should we take these longbowmen? Yeah, let's take these longbowmen.
Your will, my lord.
Alright, we're gonna fight him. We will not allow you to be controlled by the AI. This will be a very easy fight. Like, they're gonna die. They're really just gonna die. Prince Brandon will make his way towards Grasgard with a small force, which will give us more money. I think once you have Grasgard, you're gonna start to make some money. Let's get rid of that fog. Perfect. Alright, and let's just see how the AI forms up here. Yeah, right in front. Perfect. Vagabond Axemen. These are just Privateer Axemen, but with a new name. They'll be the main target for our arrows. Let's actually have you move up. Longbowman having great range. Is he the general? No, the general's actually the Axeman here. Okay, let's move you guys up. I don't know if I could get a cheeky charge on them immediately, but I will give it a shot. You shoot the Vagabonds. No, they're going to be protecting their general very well here. If I can get a cheeky charge on these bandits. It is frontal though, and I'm really close to the Axemen, so I got to be a little careful here. Yeah, not the worst charge. All right, let's pull out. They're slow. These are very slow cavalry and very weak defensive stats.
The battle is very
Interesting how they did shift their army to stay away from my cavalry. That could just be because of my reinforcements here. Alright, that'll keep one bandit unit away. Keep shooting the Vagabond Axemen. I don't even know if these guys are going to get here in time. Come on, let's keep running. It's like 76 men, that's great. The archers are doing great at killing them. The armor-piercing charge is going to be a little bit scary. Oh, come on, Cav. Almost missed Micro there. Come on. Keep running, lads. Keep running. Keep running. Just run, please. Alright, look at that. Vagabond Axeman nearly defeated by arrows. Oh, they're really charging my scouts down. Look at that. This is bad. Keep running, please. Please keep running. Wow, that's bad. Alright, where are the reinforcements? They're almost here.
If we continue like this, we will smash.
Alright, come on, let's get out of there, Cav. As you can see, I mean, they can get chased down by infantry. Like, they're not that fast. Let's shoot those bandits. This is not the general. I am going to recharge these Vagabond Axemen that are caught out of position. Swordsmen, please, let's get into melee. Now, these bandits should die swiftly to my Dalian Longbowmen. It's like, yeah, you can see how good the defense is on this bodyguard. I mean, I've barely lost any men. They took the charge from the Vagabond Axemen, and they just don't care. Recharge, this should finish them off. Armor piercing is so strong on cavalry. And they are already fighting to the death. They have been routed. Okay, let's have you guys just go ahead and charge them. Cavalry, run around. These bandits are broken. Perfect. And as soon as we can get right behind them, I'm going to charge that general. Let's go. Come on, he's alone. He's right there.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Get in position to flank. He actually looks like a Dalian nobleman, doesn't he, right there? So one thing you should never stop doing is never stop putting yourself in a position to win the fight, even more so. Which means even though I really don't need these infantry here to secure this fight, I will make the moves anyway. Always position yourself and see if the enemy is going to regroup. Recharge and surround. You guys shoot the Vagabond Axemen. You guys prepare to defend. This should do it. Kill the general. Ah, the charge got stopped just early, but we still beat them. That's perfect. We will let the rebels run away today with their lives. They may assimilate into our culture. Beautiful 166 kills by the Belltown Guard. The scouts got 80. Don't know in Medieval 2, the way that casualties healed works is it's based on some hidden value on casualty recovery percentage. And it only happens to the units who die in battle first. So every time a soldier dies at the beginning of the battle, there's a chance that he will be healed. At a certain point in the battle, your reinforcements later will not gain that benefit. So it's often better to use your elite units first rather than save them for the end, especially if it's going to be a very tough battle, because you will get those troops back. All right, that should give us a little bit of money. I think that did. Let's see, we can always check in here. Yeah, we got 300 money for that. That script works. Every time you beat an enemy camp, it just does the add money script. So yeah, I'm not actually putting that in myself, but perfect. I will go ahead and start marching over to Grasgard. Howard will govern Esgaroth. And how are we doing on money? I'm still bleeding a lot here.
Yes, my lord.
Maybe I could have waited another turn. These guys can move fast, so I'm actually just going to put them in the fort, and that should save me a little bit of money. Realistically, we're just going to be bleeding for a second. Yeah, this is fine. I just got to take the monetary value loss. Problem is Prince Brand is very expensive. He's got a very heavily costed bodyguard there.
Yes,
I'll likely take these Athala Rangers. They're relatively cheap. I'm going to move them to this fort. Move these militia to that fort. And then I'll move them up with Prince Brand in the next turn. If I just take them out, where am I at, actually? 1,700. Yeah, that's not good.
Your orders, my lord.
Where is Grasgard? Can I make it there in the next turn?
Yes, my lord.
Actually, I could. So if I just rush my troops into his army, I could just go ahead and take it. That might be the play, but I don't have my cavalry. I don't think they can make it. Oh no, they can. They can totally make it, but I need to have them out in the field, I think. There's a chance they can make it to Grasgard in one turn. We'll see. Do I want the Dalian Swordsman in there? I think I kind of do.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm just going to take the monetary loss. I want Grasgard as soon as possible. So I'm just going to send in all of these troops.
My lord.
Okay, that should be good. I've moved my spy. That is the end of turn 2. Interesting that Western Moria is besieged. And it says I've reached Moria for whatever reason. That's okay. Herr Andros is under attack. Here we go. Support from Erebor. The dwarves have agreed to help us. They cannot spare any more money than what we are already trading, but will aid us with their construction expertise and also provide some laborers. Grimnir, the architect, will move from Erebor to Dale to advise our carpenters and masons. You can now construct dwarven quarters in your cities, recruit some dwarven workforce, and get a special ancillary for your governors. Now that we have secured adequate help and expertise to begin rebuilding, we should seek out the Logoth to the east. Our sparrows there have heard rumors that the Easterlings attempt to move on them and bring them under their fold. We must not let that happen. Hurry now. Time is short. So the Logoth are a new tribe that are located in these kind of regions here in this area of the map, and they will provide us with horse archers and cavalry and a decent spear unit, and they have funny hats. I really like their hats. Amen Grimnir the Argument, +2 acumen, -2 squalor. Howard is the Lord of Esgaroth, giving him authority and trade. And so with this, we now have the Dwarven Quarters building. This will give us population growth and allow us to train some Dwarven laborers. Oh, it actually got... Oh, here we go, the description. So this one doesn't have it, but the Dwarven community will reduce global construction costs and time by 2%. I believe the Enclave should be doing that at 1%. I don't know why it's not saying that in the description. And then the Dwarven District will upgrade that to 3%. So a very good building. Does require paths and a Mason's Hall to construct. Yeah, okay, we're at 1,800 gold, so we are bleeding.
My lord.
Where exactly is Grasgard again? Let's check that. Okay, it's right there.
Yes, my lord.
Perfect. I can just straight up attack it. I might even get some mercenaries here. If I wanted to, I could get some Rovanian hunters to help us take that settlement. Any construction done? I think Dale, the grain exchange done in one more turn. Where's our spy? Let's have you check on the settlement over here. There's Per Elge. Yeah, Warg Marauders, Luke Doof, Orc Maulers. It could be a useful settlement to take early, especially because we do have the boat. I can ferry reinforcements up and across the river here, but I'd rather just defend from Dorguldur using Esgaroth. So I'm gonna build a watchtower somewhere,
Yes.
please. Let me do that.
Erecting a watchtower.
Okay, well, I didn't get to put that exactly where I wanted to. Maybe I'll put him in the boat next turn to be able to put that watchtower down. Yeah, I think that's it. We will
Yes,
send the
my lord.
diplomat west, perhaps, to
you
see if we can get some trade.
Yes, my lord.
What do you have? You have vagabond axemen, hunters, and cavalry. Yeah, I don't think I really need to take any mercenaries for this. And being that I'm attacking a village, they'll likely just sit in the village anyway and not sally out, so this should be a good fight. Let's wait out the fog. I just need to make sure that I take my general here, the prince, and I need to make sure that he is the one that fights their cavalry if they run out. Where are they? Are they in the center? They are. Look at that. The Athala Rangers are already in range. What is that? 240. That is huge. That is incredible range. Being that they're Rangers, they are deadly accurate. We'll just go ahead and let them shoot. Okay, let's have you guys go right there. Looks like they're already in range. I should get to this side. I'll have a better firing arc. They will likely just stay in there, which is perfect for me. Oh, these are my swordsmen. Okay. These are not archers. Okay, let's move up now. Let's not let them get into our swordsmen. Perfect, this is good. You guys shoot at the ones farther away, please. I should try to get them to flank a little bit more. You should have no problem taking out the Vagabond Cavalry. Thankfully, these guys are not armor-piercing. The other advantage that I have for letting the Bell Tower Guard take the casualties first is that at the end of the battle, the men will have less in their bodyguard, and that will actually give me a upkeep reduction on them temporarily. So that is useful to have. Alright, we're going to move the archers around to flank and get behind the shields. Are they withdrawing the cavalry? Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. I need to shoot those. Come on, shoot the horses. They don't have a shield value, so they should just die to these arrows. Okay, well, let's move the swordsman over there. Am I going to take a charge? Okay, no, they're going to run back to the center. Perfect. Come on, we need to kill those cav. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Please don't actually get the charge. Oh, they are. Okay, this is bad. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that really hurts. Okay, we'll stay in melee. I knew that was gonna be a problem. I was hoping to kill them with just the Bell Tower Guard. Yeah, they countered me hard there. Come on, swordsman, get a charge. Come on, kill them with the charge. Get the Athala Rangers in a position to also shoot at them. My Bell Tower Guard just have to hold. Hold, lads. Let's get a little closer and then let's shoot point blank. Swordsman, you really need to get in there. Come on. Get in there. These archers shouldn't miss. They should be able to quickly take out the horses. Getting a few kills there. That's good. Keep moving up, lads. Keep moving up. Down to 17, which is good. I'll do more damage shooting at them with the Rangers than if I charged them with the Rangers. Yes, that's perfect. Look at him getting stabbed there. Okay, these guys should flee in a second. Come on, they're wavering. Yes, perfect. They should all get captured here. That's beautiful. Right, where is the general himself? Where is the prince? This is a very long line. Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's being attacked by armor-piercing men. I need to get my men in there. Swordsman, cover the general, please. Get in there. Protect him. Please protect him. You guys get onto this side. Come on, keep getting in there. They are starting to get disorganized here.
we continue like this, we will
A
smash
few
the
arrow shots in here should help to make them run away. Reduce their morale here, please. So you're not on defensive mode. I want you to really push in there, man. Where is he? Where is the general? See your home button. Oops. Oh, looks like perfect. He is now protected. That's exactly what I want to see. Keep on shooting, lads. Okay, they should be in position now. Let's shoot at the Rovanian spearmen. We just need to get the men out of here. See, can we get, like, over there, maybe? Run, please. And are you guys shooting? There we go. Yes, draw your arrows, men. Save the prince, who could realistically fight this all day. I also love the armor on these guys. There's definitely some dwarven influence here as well. Like, this is super heavy armor. But the dwarves couldn't send us more money to help us rebuild Lake Town, those greedy bastards. Just kidding, I love dwarves. They are my favorite fantasy race by far. Elves, though, I don't much care for them. Okay, so some of the Rovanian hunters are fleeing. This is good. We're just going to continue to pepper in and reduce their numbers safely with our archers. Alright, I will speed up this battle a little bit, as it's kind of just a grind here. Okay, keep shooting them. Keep shooting them. Alright, come on, let's get the Vagabond Axemen out of here. Realistically, my swordsmen are doing okay against them. Okay, let's just keep shooting at them over here. Looks like some of my arrows are getting hit by the hedges. Perfect, there goes the Vagabond Axemen. Alright, let's pull back. Let's let them come to us. Let my bell tower guard actually start shooting too. Oh, that's not good. Okay, they're gonna get charged. That's okay. All right, I perhaps did not protect my longbowmen that well today. All right, let's get in there. I should have brought my horses. Definitely should have brought my horses here. That's okay. My longbowmen are easily replaced. I can retrain them in Dale. The Athala Rangers, not as much, though. Are they just going to stand there? I mean, I'll take it. Okay, let's send these guys to flank. Keep it on ×6. Everyone else just keeps shooting at will. Athala Rangers, you might as well also flank here. Are you shooting at Rovanian Hunters? That's fine. Come on, take them out, lads. Use those AP arrows. Get a little closer, shall we? Swordsmen are very tired. They're not going to be great at fighting. Let's get rid of those hunters. Perfect. Oops, just muted my whole stream there. There we go. Charge up, lads. There we go. Heroic victory. Prince Brand has defeated Captain Sigiswolf.
Remember it as the day
Look
of
at those
our
casualties.
most
287 by the Bell Tower Guard, 313 by the Athala Rangers. The Longbowmen and the Swordsmen didn't do that great, but they were fighting the Vagabond Axemen. And with that, we have occupied a new region, the Plains of Arafel, and gotten 2,000 gold, which is brilliant. And we're making money from Grasgard, so we are finally in the positive, but only by 100 gold per turn, it would seem. But still, that means that progress can now happen in this campaign in terms of building. So, first of all, what should we get here? Probably the meeting hall, get some free upkeep here, get some militia here, so that then I can continue to expand eastwards with Prince Brand of Dale. Can't move any more this turn, but that is okay. I'll likely have to send these guys back for retraining in Dale. We're all just looking fine. All right. Do I want to actually use the ship now? That's the question. Could use it to locate the next settlement. I think it's right around here. I don't think it'll speed me up for now, but it might. Oh, another change of this version is you can now see your allied settlements, just the tile around them, but it does give you vision around them. So that's why I can see Khazad-dûm, because I'm technically allied to them. Interesting. Okay, let's basically keep an eye on their cities, and you can kind of know what's up. Do I want to spend money right now is the question on troops. I could get another scout. I could get another longbowman. I think I will. I think I'll spend a little bit here getting those 2 units going. Even though buildings are expensive, this is probably the way. Yeah, I think this is the right call. I need fresh troops to go east, especially because I want to conquer all of these lands. Okay, am I actually bleeding money? I am losing money? Oh, no, that's because I just put a building on this turn. I am making about 100 gold per turn. That is terrible. Absolutely awful. The Grand Exchange is done in Dale, so I think next will likely be Mason's Hall or Dwarven Enclave. This will reduce my global construction costs for all my cities, which could save me money, or I could do 10% here. I think I'll go ahead and do the Mason's Hall in Dale. Esroth is building the Mason's Hall here, so yeah, we'll get those first and then go into Dwarven Enclaves. I'm not getting free upkeep here. I pretty much just need to keep pushing out. Oh, I could use my boat to get people to Grasgard quicker, I think. Oh no, there's absolutely no way that works. That definitely does not work. I'll just keep scouting with it for a bit, just get vision. And then we'll send it back. So you'll keep eyes on Dol over here. Northman archers. Okay, so let's bring in these. How can I actually train here? In a moment, I can get Northman militia here. Let's bring in the scouts. We're going to start to push out. So have you, the rangers, and the scouts push out eastwards. Oh, it looks like there's a general here. I could kill you for a little bit of money. But I think I'll probably want the cavalry nearby for that fight. It's tough. I mean, I could probably beat this. I mean, Hearthguard are really strong. Can't quite reach them, but that'll give us some money. These Dalian Longbowmen will return to Dale for retraining. And, yeah, am I bleeding money? Yeah, I'm losing 200 gold per turn. Oh, I could probably put these guys in a fort. That should save me money. Yes, I now make 1 gold per turn. That's beautiful. Oh, these Northman archers can also go in a fort. There we go. Now we're making 182. So it's pretty rough. It's honestly really bad right now. That will get fixed over time. I could do very high taxes. No population growth, but yeah, that's a little better. 355. If I want to turn these taxes, yeah, let's do that for now. Getting good tax traits would be useful. 400 gold a turn is nice. So yeah, now we just kind of bide our time. Guldur has been besieged already. Interesting. Might be the elves or could be the Anduin Vale. That's interesting. Right, we got Northman scouts at Dale. Right, Grasgard got the meeting hall. I'm making 252 gold a turn. We'll fight that guy to get a little more money. Could get some Northman militia here. I think I will do that just to have a unit that, you know, can be free upkeep here and I can keep public order. Send out the cavalry. You guys will head to Dale for retraining. Let's get you in the fort. You also in this fort. Perfect. That should save some money. And now I've got, like, no building going on.
Yes, my lord.
Take him out. Let's see. Just bandits and vagabond axemen. Alright, we've done this before. And I like to save before every battle, just in case a crash happens. I just like to pick up right where I left off. You never really know. Okay, let us start deployment. I'm going to try to liberally use the bell tower guard here again. They're in range. So can we just make them come to me? That would be ideal. I'll see if I can get a cheeky charge on their general here. Let's make sure we're shooting the Vagabond Axeman, please. Let's just get an early charge on these bandits. Let's just do that while they're here. See how good this does. Full cavalry charge, wide line formation. It did take out quite a few. Let's retreat now. Let's retreat before we take too much damage. Scouts are not great.
We will smash the enemy.
So they're very slow to respawn. Like, I take a lot of damage by doing these charges. They're not quite like other cavalry. Keep on shooting, lads. Keep on shooting. See which one is their general. It's not the lighter unit, it's this guy right here. See, if I charge them head on though, let's get rid of the smaller unit. And if they charge me, they should take more damage as they're moving. And they're running into the mass of my horses. Yes, that worked out great. Ooh, and we got the general. Perfect. He just happened to be there. That's wonderful. Bell Tower Guard, use your ability, use leadership. So you guys aren't being so useful now. I'm gonna try to get the horses around to rear charge these bandits. And just keep these guys away from me as long as possible while I move the infantry. I lost about 20 horses there, but I'd say it was worth it. Ideally, I should be rear charging, but taking out that general early is huge. Alright, let's charge swordsmen. That might make them flee. We're already wavering. Yep, there they are, fleeing on the charge of a few men getting into melee. All our rangers still shooting at the bandits, which is good.
The enemy are badly bloody.
Vagabond Axemen should flee to this charge. There's only 38 of them. Come on, they're wavering. Yes, there we go. And for taking this fight, we will get a little bit of money, which is huge. Let's get one volley on them with the black arrows. And let us charge them. So let's switch to the ones that have recouped. Come on, big charge, big charge. They are wavering. Come on, make them rout. Perfect. Stay in melee, lads. Ooh, friendly fire. Friendly fire is not good.
Behold,
yes, there we go.
awed by the victory we have won.
I ended that very
today.
quick because I'm worried about these arrows coming down and killing more of my troops. So here, the scouts healed 6 of their 19, so not great there. Certainly use some medicine buildings to get me better troop replenishment. Alright, wonderful. The camp has been sacked. Grasgard, actually, you don't even really need anyone in there. You can actually hold your own. Yes. That gave me a little bit of gold. I can now probably build something. I kind of want to make the push for Miriron up here, but at the same time, taking the town that's down here could be useful. I don't remember exactly where it's at, though. Where's the fishing village? I want to say it's like in the middle. I should get my scout over here. Miriron, I know that's like right over here in these woods, so maybe I'll go for that instead, just because I know exactly where it's at. I can take that, then push down into these lands. And that gives me a wooden castle at least. I'm going to get some new troops from. Oh, we could get Lake Town Tollkeepers to defend Dale if I wanted to. These guys are very strong. They come from the merchant building. They are halberds. Very cheap to recruit, but very expensive to upkeep. 350 gold per turn. Great town guard units. So ideally, once I get my grain exchange here in Esgaroth, and probably a port, I will fill it with Lake Town units. Lake Town Mariners are really good. They are armor-piercing javelin men. Just expensive, but could be very useful to field. Especially if we have to fight like any heavy cavalry from Rune. But yeah, I think I'll just give it one more end turn. We'll play out the next one, and then I'll go ahead and save the first episode here. I didn't get enough money to make another building, which is unfortunate. But next turn I should have just enough for that.
Yes, my lord.
Let's send you talk to
Approaching
the
their
Valesman. And another thing that's really nice about this version is the end turns are incredibly fast. Honestly, I don't even really need to cut them out like I used to. I can kind of just play it out and talk. I mean, look at that. Was like, what, 6 seconds? 7 seconds? I have 1,000 gold. Mason's Halls are done in Dale and Esgaroth. Grasgard, Dwarven Enclave could be good. I should just keep building up the main settlement, though. Let's get one here in... I really want that grain exchange, actually. What would that get me? 20 more gold plus 50. That would be 70 more gold a turn. It's going to pay for itself in 10 turns. It's going to take 3 turns to build. This doesn't really pay for itself, but it does give me population growth. And I feel like increasing the amount of people here could be useful. 0.5% is so bad. That's like 1.5 people a turn here. Let's do the grain exchange first. I just feel like that's going to be a little better for me. I can get the special bodyguard units here. Lake Town Tollkeepers would be very useful. Prince Brand. You can also pick up mercenaries to help you take this castle, which will be useful. Where's my spy? There you are. Let's go find out where these settlements are. Oh, it must be right here. Dang. Alright, well, Admiral Bondi will head up to the north. For a little while, I'll just be using Prince Brand to take these settlements. Do I have a mission to actually do diplomacy? Ah, perfect. Okay, this will help me a ton.
Your order. What is it you
Let's get trade rights.
This seems
Perfect. And can I get a little bit of money for some map information? Like 300 maybe?
You hold us at
Perfect.
honor
All
and
right,
neglect.
great.
Yes.
That gives me a
Tomorrow's
little bit of
journey
money to
planned
play
out.
around with. Let's get something at Dale. Trading post. What would that get me? Another 25 gold there. So like another 70 if I get the trading post. Smoking House would allow me to get Lake Town Guildsmen, Armor Piercing Men, but they have too high of an upkeep, I feel, to really use. I'd rather use a more defensive unit than them. Dwarven Enclave. I do need to get those going. Population growth certainly helps. Yeah, let's just get these going, because this will also give me ancillaries, like in Retinue for King Bane, that'll reduce his construction cost even more. Like, it's going to be amazing what that does for us. I'll do one more, since these turns are going to go by fairly quick, as I don't have a whole lot of income at the moment. And why not play out this first episode a little longer as well? I'm actually really happy to be doing this finally. I was on such a burnout for a while.
Your orders.
But I had the itch to play more Divide and Conquer. Okay, where is this place?
With honor,
There it is.
we
Oh,
shall engage.
this isn't Moriron, this is Bergram, and that is a huge force. However, I think if I just pick up these 2 Rovanian mercs, I can take that. What is it, 1,000 gold? That'll be my plan. I'll need them for sure to take this place. So I won't build. I'll pick up those guys on the next turn, and then I'll besiege that. Yeah, that is expensive.
My lord.
Maybe I should have gone down here first.
Approaching quietly.
But where's the settlement over here? Is it this far out? It's gotta be. Seems quite far. Alright, Diplomat, let's have you
Yes, my
keep
lord.
going west.
As you wish.
I have 1,000 gold, I make 500, so I could spend a little bit right now. But then I can't buy those 2 units, so I just need to save. Yeah, I just need to save. So for now, that will be it for the episode, my friends. Thank you for watching. I am glad to finally be back. And thank you to the Divide and Conquer modding team for, keeping these updates happening and continuous work on the mod. I hope it comes out soon this year, 'cause it's been like 2 years since the last update. So until the next episode, my friends, farewell.